last night. Everybody's up, a lot of people have left. There's Emma, Attitude, looking out at a beautiful view at the shelter last night. And we're headed, I don't know, 12 miles or so today. Everything wet and fresh this morning, well watered during the night. But the rain did pause this morning. It's not raining now, and we might get lucky. Most of the day there's a chance of rain showers and thunder showers. Tomorrow morning looks pretty rainy. We'll take it as it comes. You probably can't tell, but there's a pretty sharp down on both sides here. So you gotta watch your footing. We're still getting pretty views to the side. A lot of clouds out there, and we're significantly higher than almost all those clouds. It's a nice feeling.
We're on a ridge line, straight down on either side.
Hey, we were supposed to have lunch at a shelter we passed a mile ago, and somehow we just never saw it. So we're not the types to want to go back for something we missed. So we're just had a little lunch here on the trail, and we're gonna do another just over 4 miles and finish out the day. Lots and lots of rocks today, endless rocks, and it over time really beats up the feet. So I'm looking forward to getting into camp. You can blow down the hemlock, but you just can't kill it. All these little baby hemlocks growing out of the trunk. So the shelter this morning was just packed with people. That's the way it is in the Smokies. A lot of people in the shelter and people tenting all around. So it's all crowded in there, dark, and flashlights everywhere. Most people use red to avoid bothering other people. Some people only have white. The white and red lights going everywhere. And everybody just trying to get things done, wondering when they should leave. And a lot of them just marched out into the rain. Em and I were all ponchoed out. At the moment, it's not raining. But as you can see, the path is a little river. And it probably will be most of the day. But today the forecast is, we might have rain showers all day long. May not, you never know. So we're actually glad to be out on the trail doing something we feel is a little productive today. It's going to be super muddy. Mud right here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. This is just sitting in the middle of the trail, and we have tulip poplars here, a lot of them. I have them at home, but nothing like the towering tall poplars that we got here. They're just huge, and it's been fun seeing them. Yeah, it's been rainy. We just checked the latest weather update, and today just a slight chance of stuff going on. So we're not truly out of the woods yet, but looking really good. And tomorrow's supposed to be sunny. This brings us happiness, I'm telling you. So behind us, we're looking north. Real pretty view. We're standing on the state line between Tennessee and North Carolina. A lot of the hike through the Smoky Mountains is right along the state line. This is Cosby Knob Shelter. It's where we had originally intended to stay the night. But we're having a good day. We got out early this morning. The trail definitely was muddy and had some other issues, but lots of it was friendly, and we made good time. So we thought we might lunch here and then continue on. Like so many of the Smoky Mountain shelters, it's a nice setting, really pretty out there. And it has water, in this case, very close by. within sight. I don't know if you can see down there in the lower right, there's a pipe coming out of the ground there. So piped water is always so much more convenient. The prior group last night, they wrote a note. It's a story about a bear. I don't believe a word of it. I have to tell you, I think it's just for fun, but people love to talk about bears. Attitude just commented that this is some of the nicest path we've had right here in days, actually. I say that and we get a little river in front of us here, but for the most part, I mean, it's been muddy, but hold on, I have to say it's been a little muddy, but and even slippery. I see all the slip marks on the ground. Spoke too soon, but actually it's really nice here. It's level, it's flat, really nice. And so we're ending a very long day now, and we're glad to be ending it this way. So we got a big blowdown ahead of us here, and this happens sometimes, but we think this one actually happened either last night or this morning. It looks very brand new, and we did have some pretty good winds this morning. So
I'm having a terrible time. Okay.
Yeah, this stuff is not so bad, but with a backpack it is actually a pain, because you just have this big thing sticking on your back and you try and get low enough. Like, I'm not even going to try it with the video going on. Hey, Attitude, take this. You gotta go so low. It's like the ultimate limbo game. And it still doesn't work. Am I snagged still? I have this umbrella.
I think you're good.
Alright, I made it. We're soaking our feet in some very cold creek water. It actually feels great. We put in a longer day than expected today. There's Attitude preparing her replenish meal. Give her lots of sugar and stuff that she lost on the hike. And I'm going to gather some water here in our Seanock. And feels really good to sit. We put in, I don't know, 17 miles, something like that. A little longer than we planned, but sometimes plans change. All right, we stayed here last night. This is a delightful spot between two creeks. Yeah, it was great. So we are officially out of the Smoky Mountains now, and thought we'd ask Attitude her thoughts on the Smokies, positives, minuses. What do you got?
The pros were that all the Smokies are really beautiful. That's really all I got. They made us they made us stay in shelters, like cluster around shelters, which meant all the camping was really crowded. Lots of bear activity. We didn't have really any run-ins, fortunately, but a lot of other people did. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, beautiful. high elevation, maybe similar to North Georgia and coming into North Carolina. The climbs didn't seem...
Yeah, the hiking wasn't terrible. We got lots of switchbacks.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy or steep.
Yeah, so yeah, if I get my voice back, I think we're glad to be out of the Smokies. More flexibility where we camp, when we camp, that kind of stuff.
Very important.
Yeah, and with respect to the bear incident yesterday that I was minimizing, it actually was real. And so we were having lunch where 3 hours prior to our lunch spot there was a bear attack. It wasn't a big attack, like there was no blood, but a bear bit a woman in the rear end, and a whole bunch of hikers were trying to chase off the bear, and it was not so inclined to leave. So we think it will be shot by the rangers as soon as they get that all figured out. But yeah, that was a little exciting.
Kind of crazy.
But anyway, so probably a short hike today. We're gonna go get some food at Standing Bear Hostel, and that's all we got. Here we're crossing. All right, we're headed toward I-40, and that'll be our first big highway crossing. And sometimes it's harder to navigate roads than it is in the woods. You don't always see the blazes, but you can see right up there, you can see the sign above Attitude's head. And yeah, across the highway. Alright, we've arrived at Standing Bear Hostel, where we're going to pick up some food. This is a fun place. I think it's like a working farm or something. I mean, I think they have some stuff like that, but they have fun places to stay. This is one of them. This is a tree house, and there's other, like a farmhouse and other places you can stay if you're doing the night here. Alright, here we are hanging out with a bunch of other hikers. For us, we are waiting for our food drop, so we'll be here for a few hours. It's really a nice setting, lots of bees flying around, but lots of buildings here. It's a fun spot.